3 minutes just for this. Maybe. I think you're right. But even the quesadilla.
Oh, I had drinks at the store tomorrow weekend.
There you go. Alright. Alright. Takanan's birthday. Hi. Tanjoubi omedetou. Hey. Yeah, margarita. Oh, thank you. Made you look.
So strong, man. Put that dumb shit out of here, dog. Put that dumb shit out. You can say you're not, it's fair to say you're not interested in it, but you can't say it's not gonna move units.
Try to keep your back straight. Bend over a little bit.
I think he's waiting for his killer button to kick in. Oh, fuck, there's way too many people though. Oh, there we go. Fuck! Fuck!
It's definitely Akasan. Definitely.
Why do you think that?
Yeah, I watched him stick the
Nabbit.
knife in. Really? I thought it was sus that Akasan was taking so long to do the O2, but I was like, well, he said he was having trouble earlier.
He was completely lingering.
You're muted, by the way.
Alright.
Okay, I did not kill Wiz. That I promise
But you did kill Tehran.
I did, because I thought that...
So,
We got one.
Hello! You're watching the Weekly Wednesday What's Up, the section of my channel where I tell you everything that's going on in my life in 1 week. It's been a while, guys. I haven't made a video in a while, but I have been busy. And today was no different. But I did want to give you a rundown of what's been going on in my life, a quick updates. And so I'm sitting in my girl's chair that I actually bought for her because I did get the results back today of all the information of my stomach, what's going on. Look at this thing. Oh boy. Ugh. It's a girl. No, it's a boy. Look at that. So, to give you the information on what happened, if you guys remember a few weeks ago, I had a stomach thing put down my throat. It was right around the same time that, unfortunately, Chadwick passed, but yeah, it was. It was the week after. And so these are the results of fucking HD camera here. It looks like an asshole though, right? Doesn't it? But it's not. It's my stomach. I'll give you the gist of it. Basically, I have a lot of acid, like a lot of inflammation and such going on inside the stomach. It's irritated in the esophagus. And that is essentially caused, I guess, by gassy type foods or a gas buildup. And one of the other things is this little hole here, the thing that looks like a anus or something like that, right? It's not tight enough. It's too loose, they said. It's too loose. So what's happening is like there's a bunch of stuff that's building up in my stomach, right? And it's just immediately coming right back up, just right back up. I guess the best way I can explain it is like a garbage disposal. Like, it's breaking down, but sometimes a garbage disposal will stink, or the sink will stink if you don't have a garbage disposal, right? But you know how it'll just come up. So it's supposed to be closed up a lot more, but it's not. So and the reason they said that is because they're saying I'm too fat. I was like kind of surprised. I was like, yo, I'm too fat. Yeah, it's some stuff going on here, but they're just saying everything specifically in the way that I'm sitting. Like these, if you notice, these couches are really low. The way I'm sitting every day, and because I'm sitting so much every day now, especially with COVID going on, it's like just crunching down. I eat dinner right here, and so I'm like kind of just hunched over like that, kind of eating right like this, right? So he's like, yo, no, cut that shit out. So he's like, when you sit down, make sure you sit where you're just kind of like extended out. And I have been, now that when we have dinner and everything, I have been keeping more aware and bringing out this optional chair right here, and that has helped a lot, and the medicine I'm taking has helped a lot. Anybody you guys follow me on Twitch, and when I stream, I got this idea of basically watching old Phil Jackson coaching stuff for the Lakers and everything. What I've actually done, one of the rings from the beginning already, I actually had I propped this stuff on some yoga, my couch. I propped it up on the yoga, like these yoga boxes or whatever, and I need to actually do it again. But I got that essentially was for the mold. But then on top of that, I just put a gamer chair on top of that, and so now it essentially elevates me a lot more. It's uncomfortable for other people, but for me, it's like perfect when I'm sitting down. So that's the idea that I got. But ideally, I do need to just get another gamer type of chair, or another chair like here in the office right here. So this is the kind of chair that I sit in all the time and drink. Now, that's actually another thing that I'm really going to try to cut back on. For most of you that follow me, I do have a lot of sleeping problems. So I have been working out a lot. Where's that dumbbell? Okay. I've been doing a lot of online, so I've just been kind of combining things. Instead of going home, instead of spending 3 or 4 hours preparing to go to the gym or whatever, which is time I really don't have in between doing streams, I just decided to combine the workout and the stream together. So now we've just been doing online workout streams, and people have kind of liked them, and I'm enjoying them. And I found my dumbbells, so we're good on that side. So that's one of the other things that I'm doing. And then as well, cutting the alcohol as much as I can. I'm not really big on drinking, but I do drink to go to sleep. And this has been kind of a big thing. It's like I really haven't, since Corona, I haven't really been asserting myself enough, like physically. I'm working a lot just on the computer, but just not really doing a lot. And so my body just isn't really that tired. So I imported sleeping tea, and That didn't work. I imported this sleeping tea. This didn't work either. It makes me a little sleepy, but my body is not exhausted, right? Because it's just not really doing enough physical activity because I'm staying home 4 days out of the week. 3 days of the week I go to work if I can. And then those days I feel kind of tired. Anyways, so I have been keeping aware of that. And so finally I was able to get some melatonin prescribed to me. So that is great. This will be my first time in a long time to be popping some pills to go to sleep. So I am excited about that. I was going to watch the presidential debate because some of you really wanted my opinion on this situation. I watched some of it, but it was like, nah. Fuck these mother. Anyways, but like I watched 5 minutes of it and then I stopped because I needed to record something with Callie. We watched what did we watch? We watched Mulan. And so we have a review of that coming up sooner than later. And I guess lastly that I can kind of think of, you know what? We'll just stay in this room. Actually, it's easier. I have been researching how to upgrade the camera because I was about to buy a Stream Cam camera, but I passed on it because I saw a lot of reviews and people were just kind of saying like, yo, just get a DSLR, right? I have a DSLR, but this is a Lumix G8. Yeah, a Lumix DMC G8M. This is a Japanese version of it or whatever. I think it's a G7 in America. It doesn't work. For the Elgato camera link, it's not compatible. For the Elgato capture card, it works, but there's been a 2-second delay, and this is a big problem with Elgato. So basically, then the other thing that I was trying to say is for the Lumix online connected to your computer, like doing their own program, you don't even need a capture card. Not compatible. This camera isn't registered. You need like the GH5 or GH5 or whatever, a higher, something like that. Basically, I don't have that. So what I thought about doing instead was I ended up buying a Sony. So here's a Sony. This is a A5100. It was about $300. I got it used, and I thought that would be it, right? Nope. I installed so many drivers, so many programs, some shit called Image Remote or something like that from Sony. None of this stuff is working, and it's been driving me nuts. Like, it's been driving me crazy because all I wanted to do was improve the quality of the stream here. I already have 2 Logitechs. This is the basic Logitech 90. Yeah, Logitech 90, and then in the other room I have the 920C Pro streamer. It's basically used to be the best one Logitech made until they put out the Stream Cam, right? I wish Logitech would honestly just put out some sort of DSLR equivalent, like $300 camera or something. I'd buy that. Like, I'd totally buy that because I don't have to deal with any lag. Now, for those of you asking, the biggest problem with the lag, with the delay, is the fact that in Streamlabs OBS, that basically means that you need to delay everything else. And I would have no problem with that if it stayed consistent. We tried to do the death battle reaction, and so yes, the Lumix camera was delayed. So I'm like, okay. So we compensated, and I delayed the microphone. Then I delayed the render display as well. Render delay as well. And you had to do it like 6 times because there was no way to counter it for milliseconds. And it seemed like it was all set. Everything was good to go. And then the moment we started recording, everything started getting out of sync. So, and this is the thing that I really don't like because it adds extra work. But where we are at right now, where we are at with my kind of recording life and my recording time and doing everything that I like to do, it's just so much easier to record everything through OBS. And I'm talking about Patreon, YouTube, like almost everything. The only thing that I still need to really edit together is the Weekly Wednesday What's Up, and everything else my editors take care of for the TV stuff. But like those full reactions, I'm saving 3 or 4 hours every time, because back in the day, on these days, I used to have to record something with the Lumix and with the audio. So I have an audio file, the video file, then my camera file, and then I gotta merge them all in Adobe Premiere, and basically put it all together, and that does take time. Both of these rooms would be hella hot, but if I can do all of that in one shot and one take, we're good. And that really helped a lot to get you guys more programs, more videos on YouTube and on Patreon. But if this audio keeps on slipping up, then I can't do it. Or, I basically just go back to the Lumix, and not the Lumix, to the webcam quality. And, some people that say that's good enough, but I think that's unacceptable, specifically for things like Patreon, when we could be better. If there's a possibility for me to give you guys better content that keeps my workflow going, then I want to do that. Unfortunately, it's just I'm hitting a huge bump in the road right now with both of these cameras, and it is what it is. It's drying me out, drying my hair out. I'm gonna need more cocoa butter to calm down. Cookies. And then finally, we can end this with finally, I did actually get a George Foreman grill for the summertime. I don't know how this got into my head, but for summer, we were just baking and doing a lot of different things. So I ended up buying the George Foreman Elite. This is for pan cookie stuff, and this is the regular grill. It works as exactly as you would expect. And then yesterday, the only problem was, so what I bought was the George Foreman grill, and you can do a bunch of stuff. You can do omelets and what have you not, right? But those actually cost extra money for those plates. And right now it's like, I guess because also the machine is kind of old, they don't really sell them separately. And they do sell them separately, but they don't ship to Japan, obviously. I actually had to get this imported from Lebanon or something like that. So instead, I bought a silicone waffle machine, a waffle thing. You slap that bitch in here, pour your stuff in here, close it, boom. Making waffles and pancakes. Whap, whap. Waffles and pancakes. All right, and guys, I think that's pretty much it. That's all that's been going on in my life in the last week or so. Stay tuned for more videos. I know there hasn't been as many videos recently because my editors are going as fast as they can. And honestly, there just hasn't been much of any content to react to. And, in terms of like simple videos to make. And you know me, it's just like, I'm not gonna force and just react to anything and everything. It really, it's gonna have to make some sort of sense of what you want me to do, what you would be entertained by. So I'm just not gonna flood the channel with something where, it looks like I'm really desperate to, except, maybe the presidential debate. If you guys want me to handle it or do it, I would be more than glad to. I was going to skip it and just go to sleep. But, as long as it's something I think that is going to be cool and we all can enjoy on Comics Plus. After The Boys, man, I don't know what we're going to do. I guess after that is going to be The Mandalorian, I suppose. Because I think that starts in October, right? So stay tuned for that, I guess. Like, share, subscribe, my friends, and I will let you guys know what's up next week. Peace, y'all. Later.